Hello everyone, finally, after quite a bit of work, my power plant is complete. But most importantly, before that, as you guys can see, I am right now flying. This is possible because of something called as advanced game settings. So initially when I started the game, I started with the default game, and that usually doesn't has the advanced game settings on. But I really wanted to turn this on because I wanted to just show off the builds when I do it, and it's a lot easier to explain. But I never use this flying feature anywhere to sort of like whenever I'm playing the game or like building the stuff. It's not something that I like. The first playthrough, I really want to play it as vanilla as possible. But this build, as you can see, it's just like builds in Satisfactory are usually pretty huge, and it looks a lot better when you are like flying through the sky and looking at it. It's just nicer. And just one FYI on this is that if any of you guys are just like enabling advanced game settings for your saves, please keep in mind that any achievements that you might unlock in the future for that game, like for Satisfactory, will not be happening. So yeah, I won't be getting any more achievement unlocks using this save file. Like if I use a different save file which doesn't have the advanced game settings enabled, then I can start unlocking achievements. But if getting achievements is your thing, if that's what you're trying to look at, then please do not enable advanced game settings. But I don't mind. I'll play a different playthrough parallelly where I'm actually unlocking stuff like through achievements and stuff. So that's totally fine. But here, when I'm doing like YouTube video editing and all of that, I would like to just show it off, like fly around. Like it looks a lot better. So yeah, so finally I have this coal plant setup. I wanted to make this future proof, meaning that, so that's the coal setup over there, which is one pure node. And right now all I have is like tier 1 miner and tier 2 belt. So which means that all I can get is like 120 coal per minute, which is able to get me like 8 coal power generators, right? I haven't overclocked that, so because all I have is a 120 belt. If I overclock it, it's of no use. I don't have a higher speed throughput belt. So all I can do is 8 coal generators, but I know for sure I'll be getting tier 3 belts soon, and even tier 4 belts pretty soon. It's not too difficult to get tier 4 belts, and I will be getting tier 2 miners. So technically you can get like right now it's 120 with tier 1, so tier 2 miner will be 240, and if you overclock it twice, it's like 480, which is exactly same as tier 4 belt speed. So 480 is enough to power like 32 coal generators, which is quite a bit. So right now I have here like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Apart from that, there is 8 more over there, another 8 and another 8. So totally I have 32 setup over here already ready, and everything is piped. Everything has belts connected. All I need to do once I get higher belts and higher throughput is basically connect some of these belts, and that should be enough. That will just power everything, and also like power some of these water extractors. But that's it, as easy as that, extremely simple. As far as this setup, it's actually pretty simple. I haven't overclocked any of these coal generators. All of these are like perfectly balanced. So each of these coal generators takes in 15 coal per minute and 45 water per minute. So the default water extractor is like 120 water per minute, which is awkward, right? Like each of the coal generator is 45. This is 120, meaning that the numbers just don't work together. But if you overclock this like once, you'll get like 180 water per minute, which is like 4 times the water extractor. So that's what I usually like to do. So I just overclock one of these once so that I get 180 water. That will power like 4 of these coal generators. That's what I'm doing. So I have 2 of these overclocked right now connected to 8 coal generators. So similarly, I have like 6 more water extractors. I will overclock all of them. Right now I have not overclocked them, right? I will overclock when I need them, and that should power everything. And that's it. That's as simple as that. I do have like a flowchart of this or plan of this, which is something like this, extremely simple. I'll sort of like create these for all of my future builds. I think it's easier to explain and easier to understand. So basically just 2 water extractors with 8 coal generators. Each of these coal generator needs 15 coal per minute or 45 water per minute. As we can see, this is like purple color. So there is this legend over here. Purple color means overclocked. So this is overclocked, 150% overclock, which is like 180 water per minute. And this flowchart is like for 120 coal per minute from miner. So if you have more coal from miner, you just need to multiply this that many times. Like if you have 240 coal per minute, just twice this should be perfect. So just very simple, pretty straightforward. Nothing too fancy. This is the simplest build that you start with, right? With coal. Pretty soon you'll get steel, which is a little bit more complex, and then you'll start unlocking a lot more complex stuff, and builds become very crazy. So having some simple flowcharts like that will be very helpful. But yeah, this is my very simple setup. Also in this playthrough, I'm trying to make sure I don't plan stuff in terms of building, meaning that I'm not exactly going for like symmetric setups. I'm not exactly going for it needs to look this manner. I don't have a predetermined stuff in my mind because I want this to be as chaotic as possible. Like as we can see, like the number of coal generators on each side is different, and it's like a U shape, but not a perfect U shape. It just comes here, and I just built this. Then I couldn't put some coal generators over there, so I just turned it and just got everything over here, and then that was not enough, so I just built more. So it's just as and when I'm building, I'm just trying to build as needed. So this sort of like creates a chaotic environment, but still everything is perfectly balanced, sort of like organized chaos sort of thing. I don't know what this type of building is called. Surely there will be some name over there, but yeah, I just wanted that type that to be my theme moving forward, like all of my builds, and I'll just be doing that. But yeah, I think this perfectly sums up what I wanted to do. And yeah, with that, I should be able to move forward with like unlocking new tiers and stuff. Finally, I have all the resources now for unlocking everything for in tier 3, which is like vehicular transport and basic steel production. So let's just do that. So select milestone, put this in, and that, unlock my first vehicle. Let's see.
Milestone reached. Tractors permit pioneers to move around the world in a manner similar to using legs, except with wheels and the rampant consumption of natural resources. They can also be automated to self-drive and deliver resources between truck stations, which in turn facilitate automation of loading, unloading, and refueling.
Nice. So that's truck transport. So there was just better explanation this time around than the early access stuff. So basically you can automate stuff where a tractor goes to and fro between resources and transport stuff to different truck stations. So we can automate that, but that is like honestly in Satisfactory, transportation of materials using tractors is like the least efficient one. Like you need to supply constants of like coal or any sort of like fuel to it, and it's messy. Sometimes it just flips over, etc. So you need to build a proper infrastructure for that. But I guess it's a different type of gameplay where you set up proper roads and stuff for tractors to go to and fro between 2 different places. But I have never done that. I have tried it once, I think very into early access, and I didn't like it because you can't like get a constant throughput using a tractor. It's like variable, right? So I have never done that. Well, now we can go ahead and start with the basic steel production. This is one of the most important resources early on. Like I need to have proper steel production. Steel is very important. So let's just unlock that. Nice.
Milestone reached. Coal and iron can be combined in the foundry to start steel production. Project part number 2, the versatile framework, can only be created via automation, not at a crafting bench. Delivering these to the space elevator is essential if we are going to complete Phase 2 of Project Assembly and save the day. Fix it, and humanity is relying on you.
Okay. Yeah, the voice line was pretty close to what I expected. She just mentioned like the importance of this and also about the versatile framework. Do we have any other? Oh, I have the automated wiring, another space elevator part over there, and that's it. Okay. So if I do advanced steel production, I can just unlock phase 5 and 6. So that's one tip I think to new players is that do not rush in Satisfactory. That's a mistake that I did very early on in early access. Basically, I rush to unlock phases as quickly as possible. So when we do that, you'll unlock a lot of stuff and you'll just get overburdened or like overwhelming amount of stuff that you need to construct, and it's just a lot to take in. So instead, it's better to go one by one, like slowly. Like I have unlocked steel, right? Like right now. So it's better for me to automate steel completely, like steel beams, steel pipes, sort of like to store it. All right. It's not that you are planning for future production where you use these the steel beams to make something else, but instead it's like for permanent storage for your own purpose, right? So have that setup like that factory, then it'll be so much easier. Like right now, I have automated every single thing apart from the new stuff which I unlock, which is really good. So better not rushing anything because for example, I can do advanced steel production right now. I can unlock this right now and get automated wiring and somehow set up a manual process, like a simple process to automate all the space elevator parts. All I need to do is get some steel production going, and I should be able to complete the space elevator parts. But that's just it becomes way too difficult because I wouldn't have unlocked Mark III belts. I won't have encased industrial beams like Mark II miners, hyper. Like there are some blueprints, etc. Right? So better not to do that. So I won't be doing that this time. I'll be going one after the other, and now I will do the steel production. I'll set up a proper factory for this. Once that is done, I'll start unlocking tier 4, all the tier 4 stuff. And is there any setup that I need to do in tier 4? I think I need to put in a factory for encased industrial beams, stators, and rotors, right? Yeah, I need proper factories for this. Once I unlock this, I'll make proper factory for these. And that'll be it. Then I can unlock everything in tier 4. And I'll be good to go for phase 5 and 6. Sorry, phase 2, tier 5 and 6. So yeah, with that, let's get into building my factory. Well, I was going around trying to find a coal node for my steel plant. So I have used one coal node over here for power production, but there are no other coal nodes anywhere close by. The closest one is over here, another coal node. And this is in fact where I built my first factory ever in Satisfactory. So I'm quite familiar with this place. And I had used this coal node for power production at that time. But this time I want to use, this is a pure node. There is a pure coal node on top of that. So I want to use that. But before that, when I was going here, I found this. There is a secret cave over here and it's so difficult to spot. Like I came here, there were a couple of hogs, I killed them, I went around, I picked up some, there was one Mercer sphere and I picked up some power slugs, etc. I killed some like hogs and some spitters, etc. But I never saw this. I walked here like 5 times probably and I never saw this. Now, as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, I need to record this. Like, I don't think this cave was there before. I think this is new, which they have added, but I might be wrong. But I really want to check it out. So let's see. Hopefully everything goes well. Let's, because I'm pretty sure I can. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I don't think I can go out, right? Yeah, not in this direction at least. Okay, this cave is huge. Oh no, it's completely covered with poison gas. What is this? Nothing. Okay, this is covered with poison gas, so I need to come back here again. Okay, it's fine. I can come back here later. Oh, there is something over there. Is it another Mercer sphere? Nice. Okay, as far as... Oh, what is that? Spiders?
The effigy has no song, only echoes, but is part of a river. Why does the effigy avoid the windows?
Attention. Your brain's operations are outside typical parameters. Time spent daydreaming will be deducted from your sustenance budget.
Oh my god. Okay, Fixit does not care about my well-being even a little bit. Yeah, okay, that was weird. Okay, I have collected quite a bit of Mercer spheres now. So I guess after I collect enough of those, something will happen. Some story element will happen, I'm assuming. Okay, these things are stuck. Okay, I don't think there's anything here, right? Yeah. Okay, but I have gotten more Mercer spheres than Summersloop. So, which is interesting. I don't know what that means. I don't know what they'll be used for, but sure. Okay, this cave is weird. I'm making sure I don't miss anything. Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything else. I think that's it. I'm very curious to see where this leads out to. But this is a huge cave. Although there isn't... apart from lots of spiders, it's just one Mercer sphere. Okay. I kind of think I know where I came out. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I went in all the way over here. The cave leads all the way from over there to all the way over here. Okay. That's nice. So very similar to this, I will put a marker. That. So that will be an indication that I need to come back here and clear that poison smoke and clear this. Okay. Pretty cool cave. So caves usually have a Mercer sphere or Summersloop. That's what I understand. But yeah.